Hello everyone, this is a quick video from a Racing4Vets outing I attended at Full Throttle Adrenaline Park in Cincinnati, Ohio. We are doing a standing start, fun race. Basically all drivers are drivers from the Racing4Vets outdoor team that races at G&J Kartway and MCC. As you can see, I have a really fast kart, but it was not quick off the line. The 37 gets a good jump, and he's out. He's gapping me up a little bit. This first lap, I'm starting to realize that I should have adjusted my seat position because I'm sitting way further back than I'm used to. But I've got a few laps to try to figure this out, and like I said, I know that this kart is fast, as one of my buddies raced at the race right before this and got the fastest time of all of us for that day. So I was able to boondoggle my way in and get this kart for this race. The kart I raced in prior to this one was super slow, so that was the other thing I had to adjust to. I hadn't done any fast laps yet. I was doing laps where the kart was easy to control because it wasn't near as fast. This kart was fast, so I was hitting corners faster than I was previously, so I had to adapt. But like I said, the pedals were much further away than I typically set them up for. Didn't realize it was going to feel as weird as it did once I got out there, so like I said, I should have adjusted it. But I was a little bit wild going in a couple of corners because, it's just muscle memory. I was pushing, and when I was pushing, I wasn't getting to the full braking point or whatever when I needed to by the time I hit the corner, so I was going deep for a little bit and being a little squirrely. So anyways, I'm catching up to the 37. We're indoor tracks. It's going to be, it's tough to pass, so I'm trying to get as close as I can to him so that on the exit of some of these turns I can duck under it and try to get up alongside him on a longer stretch of the track. Coming up right here, I'm going through here pretty fast. I do give him a little tap right there, and it got him it boosted him forward a little bit, but he ricocheted off pretty decent and was able to stay in front of me. And again, I'm trying to out drag him right here. Didn't make it. He kind of came down. He couldn't tell that I was up as much as I was, but I had to get off the gas just a hair. And then I overshoot that one. Like I said, I'm still trying to figure out the pedal situation. And he ends up pulling a nice little gap on me here. So I've got to try to catch back up again. I'm getting through that corner pretty good, though, I have to say. When I'm watching some of the, when I was behind other guys in some of the other sessions I was in, I was blipping the gas as opposed to trying to, twitch, turn through it and slide. I just blipped it and tried to take it more in a straight line. Well, not a straight line, but no real sliding at the rear end. So I'm starting to get it together. 37, he's still hanging tough in front of me. Pretty much, I don't know if anybody behind me is really that close. Somebody might be, but because I was really concentrating on catching the 37, I'm not looking left or right over my shoulder much. If I was, you would see that through the helmet cam, because the cam is mounted on the helmet. But I'm focused in. So I'm gaining ground. Maybe I'll talk about I like to stay kind of tight around this part and then let it drift right there to go outright. I try not to turn the steering wheel as much as possible through all that. Right there on that turn, you can take it out wider. You can sometimes take it about halfway through depending on how much grip your kart has. Otherwise, you're just wasting space. Now, I was able to get up right next to the 37, and I was able to get around him and made that pretty clean. And now I'm off. Hopefully, with the as fast as my kart was, I can maybe throw a little gap on everybody and get a really fast lap time. Okay, we end up getting a red flag. It's pretty brief. Again, I don't know where the hell everybody is, but I don't know if anybody's sitting right behind me because I can't turn my head that good in this, in the helmet in this go-kart with the seatbelt and everything. But we're off. And there's probably, I don't know how long this race is either. Like I mentioned, I didn't know we were doing a heat race like this. I thought we were just going to go out, and just, race for fastest times. And then they stuck us in the grid, and I was like, okay. Now the 16, I think he was the one person in the group that hasn't raced out at G&J Kartway. And kind of bumped up a little bit there, but got around him. And kept on going. Like I said, there isn't a whole lot of room to pass people out here. So if you want it to happen, unless somebody typically I've done some enduros out here, and I've had some really fast guys behind me, and they will just come up and they'll give you a couple love taps. They'll hit you coming around here. They'll get on your bumper and push you up through here so that you know that they're back there. And they'll kind of ride you right through here. And typically I'll swing out wide and point to the inside and let them go past right through there. And then I'll jump in behind them and try to stay with them. Now if I was in first, they would probably have to move me. Now for the lap, I was able to cut in tight right there like I need to. Tight there, that way I can take it out to the edge again. I kind of lean towards staying tight, around these corners, but letting it drift out here and there, and then right here again, just blip it. Let it run on out. If you hit that wall a little bit, you hit the wall a little bit. As long as you're at a forward-moving angle, it doesn't usually slow you up much. If you hit it full blast and just slide sideways into it and just totally impact it with the right of your kart, then you will slow down. But as you saw in the early laps when I gave the 37 a little bump, he hit the wall and he stayed the same distance in front of me. It didn't mess up his speed or anything like that. But I think we're coming around. I think it's checker time. I couldn't remember where the finish line is. I think it's actually right there. And I end up getting, I guess, the win in this little fun race. But, I did have the advantage. I do believe I had the fastest kart, so that helped me out. But everybody else did pretty well. It was a fun little race. And, it's a fun layout. If you haven't been out here, if you're a veteran and want to get out and hit one of these things, keep an eye on Racing4Vets on Facebook. And there's going to be another one next month, and we're going to continue that monthly. So have a good one. And that is pretty much it for this video.